All right, good morning. Buenos dias. I'm going to be live on here this morning. We're going to look at a few things, especially on Edgeful. We're going to look at a few things this morning and see if we can catch some live trades, see some setups. I have spaces going on in my other ear. I actually need to put my other headphone in. That's a great point. Pro Fast Guy already in here with the avocados. I love it. Good morning. Good morning. Awesome. I'm going to tweet out a link to this. We've still got 5 minutes or so. Yeah, 5 minutes till the open. Let me get a couple links out, guys, and then we will go. And I do have this live chat. Good morning, Rolly. Do have the live chat today, so boom, we can have some fun with this. Rolly, good morning. Pro Fast Guy, love to see you with the avocados, of course. All right, let's have a good FAFO Friday, guys. I've got to tweet out this link. I got to get it over in the Discord. If you guys hear me talking to myself at times, it's obviously because I'm on Spaces as well. Anybody wants to see what Spaces looks like from my perspective? All right, open the markets. Open it up. SMCI is short, yeah. Watch list. What's on the watch list? Goodness, I don't. There's a few things to watch. Let's take a quick look at this. The NFP levels that develop throughout the day will be interesting. Let's get that off here for a second. I need to make sure we get gap fill back on here. But we will be watching gap fill and stuff once it starts. So previous day range, which we need the market open to kind of see this here in a couple minutes. But this right here is a key area for me, both on QQQ and NQ right here. This is the previous week's range. So we want to hold that. Obviously previous day low. I have a few different directions that I think this is possibly going to go. We had an outsized move yesterday. You look at this, you should get something more of a bounce in this. So like maybe you get something like this and you come back up here. We can be watching for something like this. If we get over this, and 200 is kind of a psych level, if we get over this at some point today, I would expect to make our way back up to this area. I have all kinds of stuff on my chart over here. I'll explain what I'm seeing on stuff as we go. In a minute till the open, then we'll have a little bit better view of things here. NFP low lines with weekly 9 EMA. Interesting. Weekly 9 EMA. We'll have to check that out. Bunch of avocados in the chat. Awesome, guys. Love to see that. You guys do know I work with Edgeful a lot. I'm going to be watching this very closely. So we do have this possibility here of a gap forming. We'll see what that gap looks like as the market opens. We'll watch some of these other data, and then I'll pull up, some of the actual reports that I do like to watch. Ding, ding, ding. Open the market. Sitting right in, it's kind of the London session low right here. Yesterday, after the fall yesterday, we basically hung out this like 115 down to, you call it 20K if you want, 2020. We've got Mikey on Spaces with us as well. Where is my... I was telling Spaces, I don't know if you guys heard me, but I did catch one trade last night. I was playing the gap fill right here. This is where we closed at the end of the day yesterday. The actual gap fill was down to here, the true gap fill. But either way, I was seeing the same resistance up here at 100, and I just played this fade, got filled here, went to sleep, didn't buy it. Frank bought it. I didn't buy it. And let's see what happens. Look how tight this is. It's very tight. We'll get this. We'll get the orb. I've never seen them update. How do I even... Why won't it let me update this? Bob says he needs more screens. Yeah, I do have a decent amount of screens now. I started out with just this large one. Back here behind me, I have Bookmap here. Keep 6 charts over here. So I have Amazon 200 calls coming in. Amazon is right at 200. All right. We do have a gap up here. So this is the first thing I'm going to be watching. This what's in play from Edgeful. It's going to tell me what I can be watching for, right? It kind of puts it all in front of me. So if you look at QQQ has a gap up. The gap is $1.86. Not filled. The bias is bearish. We filled the last two. 64% chance we fill it. Let's take a look at what it actually looks like. Where is my gap fill? Hasn't even updated yet. There it is. So the gap fill is actually all the way down here. Let's see how big this gap fill is. Let's see, we opened up right in here. Oh, big pop. Oh, this is, yeah, still pretty big pop. That's not that big of a gap to actually go fill. 0.34. It's over 6 months. That's strong probability. Let's do year to date just to double check. Yeah. Gap up, 83% chance that we fill that. There is some context, but there's an 83% chance we fill this. That makes me not excited for longs right here. Do I have my own Discord? So actually, I am part of the Traders Wealth Lounge, or TWL, Discord. Minx is the main owner of that. There's 4 other of us in there as analysts. One of them's a guy that Frank knows him pretty well, Mr. Trendsetter. He was an institutional trader for 28 years. Crazy amounts of experience there. A couple other guys that do both options and futures. A lot of futures, but we do have a decent amount of option stuff in there as far as analysts. We just announced a special on that as well. So as far as Discord, we do have just like you can just join the Discord, and obviously you pay for the premium side. You get our alert channels. We have a voice chat that I'm on in there all day long, every day, as well as trading floor that you can participate in and add to the conversation. But right now, we just started a special. If you sign up using our code for a prop firm, there's about 4 of them listed. You can go to my one of my most recent tweets and find it. But there we are. If you purchase an eval account, through one of the prop firms, you can send us that. You can join and send us that, and we will let you in to the premium side for a month, essentially. Now we just started this deal. I just got the details of it last night as we kind of ironed it out. So just make sure you read the details on there. If you have any issues, you can always shoot me a DM. We can figure it out. But let me tell Spaces something real fast, guys. We did actually gap up, Frank. And the stats that we fill that gap are actually pretty solid, but the gap is pretty far down there. So I don't know if I 100% like it, but we essentially closed, at the low yesterday. So we would have to come down to that's like 43.86 on QQQ. So decent little size drop there. It's like just over $2 below, but the stats that we fill it are pretty strong. So I'm not excited to get long here yet this morning. You see SPY is actually breaking over. SPY's gap fills way down here, but SPY's actually breaking over. And the reason I say I don't really like this either way is because we had a big down day. You should get some type of retracement. So do we come retrace a little bit up into here and then go down? I don't know. I'm trying to paint a picture. My approach is to paint multiple scenarios and figure out which one's the best. A couple other reports we can look at real fast, as this first IWM's popping over there. Couple other things that we can look at. Gap fill by weekday. So this isn't a strong stat here. We gapped up, and to come back down and fill that on a Friday. A lot of times, half the time we do gap and go on Fridays. It's interesting. My favorite one's the size, though, and based on the size of that gap, that does not give me any confidence to get long right now. Can you guys hear? First off, I just let me get a mic check. Can you guys hear me fine? If you're in the comments, somebody shoot me a hey, I can hear you. And then second, I'm just curious, can you guys hear the squawker? Because I think my noise isolation's on. That's not going to pull it up. There we go. Got some comments. Yep. Awesome. No, so I was just on my stream checking another set of stats, and on Fridays, it's actually decently common that you don't fill the gap. You just gap and go. Like when you gap up like this, you just go. So we'll see. Yeah, it's like it's less than a 50% chance that we fill the gap on a Friday when we gap up. So some mixed signals there. I know I'm trying to find some confluence to do something here, but speaking of dogs, one of my sons woke up and ended up in bed with us last night. So I had an AirPod in, and I fell asleep, and I couldn't find it this morning. My wife's damn dog stole it and like chewed on it. So I might be contributing to some of Apple's revenue today. It still works, but yeah, chips are looking kind of decent. Mikey's going long Nvidia and AMD. Let's see, what does SMH look like? This is all of the chips. Actually looks pretty good. Higher stream resolution. I am working on that. So I have a lot of things in process right now. I'm on StreamYard this morning. I normally use OBS. I have multiple things that I'm working on. I need a new camera. This is my laptop camera. I have another laptop behind me. It's not great either. But I'm kind of looking at Black Friday deals. I don't know if I want to wait another month to get a nice camera, but I have a project. This whole office is getting redone at some point. This bed's coming out of here that has been sitting. I don't know if you guys. There's a bed right here that was for guests at one point, but this whole thing's getting converted. So we're gonna get there, Tony. We're gonna get there. Let's go back to QQQ. For those of you that know me, you know I don't like to trade this first half hour. I don't have a whole lot of what do you call it? Like I just don't have a whole lot of edge here. This is yesterday's orb low. Our pivot point's all the way up here. We have two sets of data, by the way, this morning, guys. Where I have too many tabs open on my screen. Here's that. I spent so long looking for my AirPod this morning that I did not have everything completely ready to go for the stream like I wanted, but that's all right. We're here. We are here. 15 or 30-minute orb. I'm a 30-minute orb guy. So my orb, I use a 30-minute. The first data point just came out. We did get. I mean, this is basically a. This could be a short zone. This is yesterday's orb low right here. 30-minute orb low. Why can't I? Which one is this? It's annoying that I can't just click on that. They added some new features to this. I hadn't seen all this. EMA based MA. That's interesting. All right. Where's our lower pivot point? I'll tell you guys this. If we get 20,000, for me, it's worth taking a shot, or down here, 950. I measured this out yesterday based on NFP with QQQ and just looking at some different things longer term. This area, I think I would try long. If that doesn't hold, anything in this area is pretty big support. But even if we get 20,000, just based on the amount of buyers, even if we get right in here, I think, I mean, this would fill the gap, and then maybe you go. But who knows? If we come up here and do something here, let me zoom back in. If we come up here and like do something like this, like reclaim and hold this right here. So see, this fib level is right on top of these. If we get up in this area and like, start supporting, it'd be over here, obviously. So if we start doing something like this, I would have to look for a long at that point. What would that look like? Where's my? So if we did something just along the lines of this, this would look like some entries. This is going to be a little bit later in the day, though. CR's here. What's up, CR? We do have data just came out. It wasn't a big one. It was a final revision of this right here. This data could be interesting. I was talking to Kevin a couple times this week. This data could be interesting. Obviously, we had non-farm payroll this morning. I just don't see a big reaction from it. I just don't. Nothing really just screams at me. Well, I've had a fun cough for a while. Yeah, we are getting further away from this gap. All right, here's a question. How long have you been trading, Imp? What were you doing before this? I listen to Spaces each morning for the last year, but don't know too much about your past. All right, awesome, great question. So I I used to work at a bank for a little bit, and then I went back to work in our family business, which I was around my entire life. It was real estate. We do title insurance and closings. My dad and my grandfather both still work. My grandfather's 91, I think. Yeah, I think 91, and he still works with us every day, pen and paper. Everything else, obviously, I came in. I basically got us to the 21st century. We our company's been in business so over 100 years. I I was tasked with basically getting us up to something of the 21st century. And once I got that, I essentially eliminated my own position multiple times. But before I moved down here to Mexico, my wife is from down here originally, wanted to move back down here before our second son was born. So I set up everything to where I could work remotely. And as I did that and automated everything, I basically just do kind of some admin, like fix problems type of stuff with our business now. I hired somebody to do all the closings, and I just trade now. How long I've been trading in total? Going right on 4 years now. So when my oldest son, my first son, when he was born, I kind of had this like, I don't know. I was always interested in the markets and investing and stuff, but I never really thought about it from a trading perspective. But when my son was born, it's like my outlook on life kind of changed a little bit. My perspective changed a little bit. So then I was going, okay, I need to look more to the future. I need to create something here, right? And so I started getting into trading, and that was like right as I was getting into trading is when all the GME, like the first time all that stuff was going crazy. I remember it, and boy, I went full circle, like looking at those, looking at penny stocks and small caps and biotechs. Got into options. Um, and the biggest challenge I had, Jared, I know you didn't ask this, but I'll share this. Biggest challenge I had was there was a long time that I basically was trying to learn on my own, and I was trying to do it while working a crazy set. Real estate was super crazy. If any of you are familiar with real estate, 2020, 2021, all the post COVID stuff there for about 2.5 years, it was just insane. And so I was like trying to take trades and then run to this appointment, go close this, take a phone call and stuff. And I was losing money right and left because I did not know what I was doing. I couldn't properly trade or manage positions. I had no risk management. I had no idea. I could find trades that were winners. I could not figure out how to hold on to winners. I did not know how to cut losers. I could win, I got to the point where I could win, 3 or 4 days in a row, and then I would blow up an account pretty fast, those kind of things. So then, right when I moved down here to Mexico, I was like, okay, I've learned a ton of the basics. I've got the foundation built. I've got to actually figure this out now. And I finally, you know, said, okay, I'm not gonna just try to do this on my own. I'm gonna find smart people. I'm gonna put myself in smart circles. I'm gonna start learning stuff. And I just became a student of this stuff and just started getting on the screens as much as I could, learning as much as I could, finding which strategies that I like that other people are running. And still making new highs here, by the way. But yeah, and then I finally dove in and decided to learn to do things the right way. And been a work in progress, but about a year ago, I really got, you know, really kind of turned the corner overall in trading. And I mean, obviously, my main goal is to make money. My second goal is to help guys that, maybe were in my position 2 years ago and help you guys along because, I'm here because of the people that helped me, and getting over my own ego. that was a big tough thing. Getting over my own ego was super tough. This right here, you see this where it's like colored in right here. This is the pre- previous week's range. When you break and reclaim that, it's actually decently bullish that you head back towards the middle, by the way. How long did it take to make back losses and some profit? So let me guys tell you a trick, a little cheat code here. If you think about making back losses, you are going to be stuck in this doom loop of the wrong mindset. And it's going to hang over your head, and it's going to be absolutely awful to try to to deal with, because you're not winning a trade. You are looking at how much money do I need to make back the losses from yesterday, from last week, from last month, all time, whatever it is. How long did it take me to actually make profit? Oh, sorry. Let me grab this real fast. This is the previous week's range. Previous week's range. So this is previous week low, previous week high. When you break this, you either look for continuation or you look for it to reclaim. So right now, this is kind of a reclaim. So just to hit that real fast. To finish CRs, let me just add this. So everyone's going to have a different journey of how long it takes them to figure out things, right? Because everyone comes from a different place. Everyone has different struggles as far as like what works for them, what doesn't. It's not impossible. The hardest, your biggest enemy is going to be yourself, and try to figure out how to conquer your own psychology. That's the biggest thing. I am as stubborn as they come. I think it's in my DNA. I'm as stubborn as they come. I am a put my head down, try harder, figure it out. I can figure out anything. And, that is tough to deal with in trading, because trading is so mechanical and robotic at times. So definitely that was definitely the hardest thing for me to overcome. But as far as like making profit, the problem is it wasn't making profit. I mean, it didn't take, to actually start making profit in general. I mean, probably that by the end of that first year, I was more times than not, I was making profit. My problem was I would just give it back. And then year two, that's where I started like, okay, I'm figuring out how to more consistently make profit, like not just like, okay, close my eyes and hope this goes in my favor. And then, 50% of the time it does or something. I started, figuring out how to do the risk management type of stuff. And it was probably in that year two that I started like above water, below bottom. I mean, I was kind of like the boat in the ocean, up, down, up, down. But I was treading water nicely. And then, for me personally, just my journey, which it was in that third year where I've finally like actually started seeing returns from my trading efforts. Like I said, that can be different for everyone. I know some people that have been successful fairly quickly, but they probably also approached it a lot better than I did. To me, it wasn't how long did it take me to become profitable. It was how long did it take me to get over my own ego and say, hey, let's create an actual system here. Let's be robotic. I mean, I'm such a sports guy that I can't believe I didn't put things together first, which was my biggest downfall was, okay, hey, I just don't accept defeat, try harder, do this, don't give up. And in trading, sometimes you have to like accept a loss and just, let's go to the next one. And, but when it comes to like, I played college football for those of you that haven't heard the story. And, one of the things I've learned from a lot of big time coaches that, went on to coach, SEC ball all over the place, very, very successful coaches. You never get too high on emotion. You never get too low on emotion. You're always right here, and you're always trying to make, they put us through so much stuff so that when you're in the heat of the moment, you make a clear, concise decision. And I finally that clicked in my head just out of nowhere. I like, why am I not applying things that I've learned in other parts of life? And it doesn't have to be just sports, right? It can be, anything. You can apply a lot of different pieces of life to trading. But that was kind of the one that hit for me too, was like, Never get too excited, never get too low on a loss. Just always right here, always clear and concise, thinking right through the middle. This thing's going wild right here. There's the pivot point. Maybe worth a shot short. It's gonna be that's too fast. 30, 20 points. That ISM data should be coming out or should be out. ISM manufacturing PMI 46.5. That came in a little bit lower, which shows contraction. I got a phone call there for a second. Well, at least we have our orb set now. So it may be kind of hard to see on the stream. This is my pivot point right here, 182.5. We hit that, even though we're slightly broke over orb high right here. This, since this is the first fib level, if this is our low, so like I drew from the recent swing high to this low. If this is our fib level, um, to me, it's not going to be really a rejection point. It could be a rejection point just from where it's sitting, but I'm not looking to play off of this fib. I don't know. All that's kind of interesting here. This is kind of interesting too. So this was like October's low. So you kind of had a low here, and then we've been kind of on a trend since then. So I kind of sometimes when I draw these fibs, I look for different areas that I could draw them at. And so if you go up here and then you fib retrace, I would have expected this to be the golden fib here. I would have expected to try to bounce here, but we came through it fast. You can see we were respecting this as halfback. You can see we respected this a few times. Let me zoom in. So now that you guys see the trajectory here, right? So this is October 1st. This is kind of the trend we had. So I'm using this kind of as a swing low. You could go even further down, but I don't know. I draw it from here. I'll draw it from here. I'll see which one has the most confluence, right? There's no like perfect answer. But when I look at this, we came down. This is the halfback of that one. Here, I can just do this for a second. But you see where we kind of bounce here. We bounce it halfback. We went back to this one. I would expect to bounce here, but it was such a strong sell yesterday. We didn't even get that. So we just came down here. But we are holding this. We just hit that, and look where we're rejecting. Wow. So I'm actually going to leave that fib on there because look at that. Interesting. Oh, I should have taken a shot up there. I didn't have an order in. All right, stream. Let's look through here a little bit on Edgeful and see what we've got. For those that use the 15-minute orb, double break is the most common. We'll see what this IB looks like because this one, a double break of this is very, very small. That's the first hour. If I go back to the orb, so the orb report on here, just to look at it, I have it set to 30 minutes. This is pretty good chance that you break both sides throughout the day. Same candle means like the next 30 minutes. So if you break one, so like this first 30 minutes, here's your low, here's your high. We push through. I mean, it was right when it happened, but if we break this, the chance that we break this in the next 30 minutes are very, very low. Very, very low. But we still have that gap fill down there. This gap fill is going to bother me all day, or at least this previous week low right here, which all these indicators are from Edgeful, by the way. I mean, you guys know I partner with them, but you can see, and I don't just have this stuff on here because I'm streaming. I actually use this stuff all day, every day. Honestly, the partnership, the best part of partnering with them is the fact that I have all this stuff. Like I have all these tools to use, right? What's in play? I love this, and it's still in beta, but it's really good. They have it for futures now. They're adding new stuff like every day. When they first launched it, they didn't even have QQQ, and I sent Andre the message. I was like, hey, I need QQQ on there like by next week, you know, I need it, and he had it on there like the next morning. I was like, yes, let's go. Jared, another question. Why do so many futures guys trade micros? Yeah, so micros, where's my micros? You have to think about how big the leverage is. So let's just take a quick example here. Quick example. Here's NQ. Let's say all right, let's say last night, this is the gap fill, by the way, that I was talking about. I was short up in this area, right up here, looking for that last night because the stats were very good on that. Micro. So let's say you got long on this gap fill. If you take 3 minis, so 3 bigs, and you're trying to scale out, but like if you think this could gap fill and go up to here, and you're trying to scale out, like where are you scaling? Like you're going to take your, you know, it goes in your favor to 50 to this area. That was, you know, it could have done this, right? You scale 1 here, you get up here to maybe previous week low where all this action happened. Maybe you scale a second one, you only have 1 left. To me, that's tough because you can only scale so many times. And if it comes back against you, it comes back against you fast. So like you do the, you know, different conversion rates and stuff. It's I don't know. For me, if I can get in a trade, and let's use easy numbers here, because sometimes I mix my position sizes up just based on scenarios, but just for the easy numbers, if I take 20 MNQs, that trade goes in my favor. So like if I get, say I took a long here, right? Previous week low this morning. If I get, you know, 15, 20 points. So if I get 20 points in my favor and I'm at the whole number here, so this would be, you know, you see this right here is right at the 100. I'm immediately want to scale at least 5. If I took 20, I want to scale at least 5, maybe more. If it goes a little bit further, let's say it goes up here to where the overnight highs were, which I was looking back at this. So like this 15, 16 area up into the 20 area. So then you could take like a second trim there. So in this scenario, if you're long here and you get up here to like 116, you've got 37 points. You can take off half, and then after that, you can leave your stop either down here or right under your entry right here, kind of break even. But you're out half. You still have 10 left instead of having like one big left that you can't really, maybe it goes, maybe you're looking for up here and it doesn't get up here to 200 and it just comes back out and ends up stopping you out or stops you out in profit. But if you have 10 instead of one left, if you have 10, we get up here to 150 yesterday's or below, I can trim, two or three here. We get up here to this or to where that pivot point was right here. I can trim like another two out here. So now I'm out 3/4 of my position and I've locked in another what? I mean, that would have been, from this area, that's 100 points. I'm locking in another half. And if this thing wants to keep going, it's the scaling. It is the scaling more than anything. What do I think about Tesla? Tesla's a tough one, guys. I'm going to show you this because it stuck out to me. Let me turn off some stuff. This would be my target on Tesla, but I really wanted this, maybe this 250 to hold when I look at it. But what I like about Tesla right now is this right here. I saw this yesterday. What do we call this, ladies and gentlemen? What do we call that? And look at this. Touch, touch, touch. That is a bull flag. And it looks great. But if it rejects here, it could still come down, right? Yes, Tony, you're absolutely right. Bull flag. But like I was just drawing it, so just to be fair here, this flag could continue out. Hold on, let me draw the top side again. So even though it isn't a flag, to me this is very bullish structure. But if it does reject here, then you're looking for it to do maybe something like this. And then maybe you get something like this and it breaks out. I don't think this is personally going to happen, but I could see the argument for this. Right? I could see the argument for that. To me, this just looks like a beautiful bull flag. You're just waiting on it to break. I think if you got into some longer dated calls, you're okay. The other thing that you could look for is a back test. I mean, you kind of have it here, but maybe down here, even this area right here. I just think here. Let me draw a box. I think this probably this area down here and the middle to lower side of this box is where you may want to take your shot as well. So it depends. If you buy time, I think you're fine. I think the story on Tesla's good. And it also, I mean, I know this kind of made a better high here, but you also kind of have a, you had this. Oh, what the hell? I don't want a highlighter. I want the brush. So you kind of have this swoop. You have this swoop. So if you got one here, that would look pretty decent too, right? $200 points. I don't think this gaps wants to fill today. We're making new highs here. Ripping. I do have a key level right in here somewhere on QQQ. So So here's what I was talking about earlier on NQ. If yeah. So first, let me hit this point, and then I'm going to go talk about that, Jared. Previous week's range, you broke out of it. This to me is a reclaim. So this is breaking previous week low. This red line right here, previous week low, reclaim and go. Reclaim here, come back down, still holding it and go. To me, that you usually look for like back towards the midpoint of it. Or to traverse the whole thing. Now that doesn't mean you do that in one day. That's not a one day trade. A lot of times to traverse an entire week's range, right? That's not the point here. Problem I have here is this should feel pretty quick. So if you took a long over this, I'm not a breakout trading person, especially in futures. Pivot point data. So let me find something here. Let me see if I can find that pivot point data for you. I mean, I know I have it. I just gotta find it. Problem is, I think it's saved on my phone somewhere. The video is absolutely ripping. This could be a shooting star. This is tough because it's kind of in a low volume pocket. Like it could go fill back up to like the 260 or 250, 260 area. I'm trying to find the Tony. I have the formula that's actually used. That's what I'm looking for right now. It's just it'll be easier to explain how the pivot points work that way. I know I have it somewhere. Let me see if I can find it on my phone, and I'll send it. I'll send it to myself. All right, I finally, I finally found it. Let me send this over to my. There we go. That may be really small for you guys to see. But this is how they're actually calculated. So pivot points, and I have the indicator, but so pivot point, you take the high, the low, and the close, divided by 3. That's where your actual pivot point is. And then you see this is where R1, R2, S1, S2 are calculated. Now, the reason that's important to actually know the formula is, in the bigger picture of things, you see here's where it ends up being. You get reaction points, especially on futures. You get reaction points around those, but also when you're around this, you usually get a little bit choppy, but you can get possible turnarounds from it, or at least a reaction. So for me, it's like I could take it if we get to here, which is a long way up. I could take a potential shot at a short here, and if it comes in, I trim half of it, fairly quickly, and if it works out, it works out. That's a long way up there, so we'll see. There's a few, scenario different types of things. There's also some other ways to look at this. So I got to go to futures. So I can also, depending where we open up. So we opened between the pivot point and S1 today, which is this. The amount of times that we get to like R2 today or anywhere, I mean, if this was just a ripper of a day and we get up close to R2, that's only an 8.6% chance we even get there. I'm definitely looking to short if we somehow got up there. Now, that would be wild because R2 is way up here. I don't think there's any chance we even do that. But there are days where, obviously yesterday this happened. So yesterday we actually, S3 was like right here, I think, yesterday, right in this area. I don't know, the way this is ripping, I can't even try to short it yet. And this is that low volume, maybe right there. Let's see if I take. This is where I probably was going to look for a short, but since I'm late to it now, I've already missed my entry again. But we're kind of in a nega gamma environment where these like pullbacks, like we saw what this one got bought up real fast. One of these other ones, I think it was like right here, it would get and look, yeah, we're awfully extended right now too, which tells me I want to look on the short side to fade this, but it's so strong right now. And when I was, you talk about like a volume pocket, it's basically like a fair value gap. Some of you guys know that term. Here yesterday when we were falling, nothing happened. So all this, you built value here, but we fell so fast through this area. There was like very little trades, very little volume that took place in this. So the fact that you move back through it pretty quickly is just common, right? It just makes sense. Oh, there's my girl Eva. Yeah, low volume pocket. So you can see it. Here, let me turn this on for you. We're going to do this. We'll do this. All right. So when we fell yesterday, especially like there was so like this is updated now because there's trades happening this morning. But when we fell from like here to here, You see how like this one candle just went straight down? There was like very few transactions or volume took place here. So like you see this now? See if I go forward enough to where today's actions like back off the screen, you see this pocket. Does that make sense? So, once we broke down here and this went down super fast, there was like no transactions that happened here. And then obviously we had transactions here, right? We had trades here, and that's where you see it right here. The other thing we need to look at, one of my favorite reports, you get a bunch of green candles in a row. 5-minute doesn't really have it because we have this one candle right here. But I do really like the consecutive bar report. It doesn't really come into play yet because we hit this one red candle here, and on the 15-minute, 1, 2, 3, 4. If we get like 2 more green 15-minute candles up to here, I'm definitely going to short this thing. I hope you guys are seeing how I'm going through like a mental process right now of what confluence do I have, what am I looking at, and I don't see anything that just makes me excited. I mean, in the bigger scheme of things, this is important. This is an inside day from yesterday, right? Previous day high, previous day low. Take it down to like a 1 hour. It's just an inside day. You could take a short here, but I just don't have anything really right here that like, even if I draw this fib just from yesterday RTH or New York session, this to me, this is no man's land. So we're extended from, this is your 5 and this is your 21. We're extended from those. We haven't touched the 21 since this candle, but we should at some point. We're what, 1, 2, 3. This will be the 4th candle way away from the 9. We should get some kind of, if anything, a back test of this, like I was showing this morning, is kind of what I would need this to happen to get long, or if it wants to come to here or to here. I mean, this is where I get comfortable just letting it go without me. Just it can go. What does ES look like? Oh, this is a key level on ES. So here's ES, previous week low, and look at this 5,800. So maybe you get some confluence here for a short. Honestly, you could probably take a shot at ES short right in this area. The problem is the way this is ripping, you need some kind of clear like blow off signal. I don't see anything that tells me like, oof, I definitely want to short this. Because like if you took a short just because it hit 5,800, you just got ran over by 4 points. Can we hear spaces? I'm gonna try to figure out a way to do that. The problem is like I have spaces in one ear, and I have usually it's Discord or like right now it's you guys, and then the squawker and all that stuff in my other ear. Um, there's a way, and I'm gonna figure it out. I know somebody that does it for like some of the earnings calls. There's a way to push things on both. I was muted. Yeah, I was muted for a second. I was talking to Spaces for a second. I'll tell you guys if I hear if y'all want me to just call out what I'm hearing on Spaces. I can do that as well. It if I Apple's coming down. Apple's coming down a little bit here. Boy, Meta's been ripping. Microsoft new high of day. Yeah, so the problem is Spaces. If I put Spaces like out loud to where the mic picks it up, the problem for me is like I have the noise isolation on for when I talk on Spaces, so it doesn't like start, you know, doing that number and picking up because if I have that, then it starts picking up everything in my house, which yeah, that's why I use the headphones thing because like I can be unmuted on Spaces a lot of times throughout the day and not have to sit here and like every time I reach over, I'm like mute, unmute, mute, unmute. A lot of times I just stay unmuted because I can sit there and talk on voice isolation. Sorry if I have a lot of verbal pauses. It's because one, I have ADHD, guys, but two, I'm watching. I mean, can you hold on? This is my 49-inch monitor. So when I like right now, and I have actually a little bit less stuff up here because I have you guys up here on the stream. Um, but I usually have three three windows or so with tabs here that I flip through, but mostly like two major windows I watch and X over here. And then I have these charts here. I have the book map behind me. This almost looks like a trend. Which you made it across, Sniper? On what time frame? Sorry. Oh, 1 minute. I got you. I got you. We're so extended even from the 9 EMA on the 5 minute here. Uh, CR, I have. So I started out, I have one 49-inch ultra wide connected to my laptop. I have like that little travel monitor. If you guys ever saw me post, like when I go to Starbucks or somewhere I'm traveling, it's like a little 14-inch monitor. So sometimes I have just my laptop and then that monitor. I actually put that monitor up. So I have laptop right here, 49-inch here. And then I got this one when they had the Prime Day the other day. What was it, like a month ago or 3 weeks ago or so? This is like a 29-inch. It's not really that nice of a monitor. It's an LG. It's 29-inch wide. It's flat. It's not even curved. But for me, I have the second laptop that I've had for a long time. And so I just connected that and was like, hey, I think it cost me like 150 bucks, 180 bucks, something like that on Prime Day. So yeah, I have one really big monitor and I have this one and then two laptops. That's all I really have right now. Back home, I had at my office because I had a lot of work and stuff to do. I had a few more, but it's not more monitors, more results or whatever. I mean, some people are not built to look at every single thing. Some people need to be focused on one thing. For me, I am all over the place. I look at a ton of confluence and a ton of different things all at once. But I have ADHD, which something that was a hindrance, growing up is in trading has actually been a pretty cool thing. Uh, I don't know. I mean, if anything, I'd be looking to take a long down here. Really, anywhere from here down. I mean, the first time you touch the 9 after this much time, you should get some type of reaction, but I don't know. Let's see. Got to show Jordy how to set up those monitors. Yeah, I'm actually I want to redo this whole thing. This is kind of like, over time you kind of like accumulate things and like kind of patchwork things together. That's kind of how this whole scenario is. Um there's no perfect. I mean, you don't really need all this stuff. I mean, for me, actually, you're on the 9 EMA right here. What does QQQ look like? I don't know. Mario. So there's a little cheat code, guys. Apple looks terrible, by the way. Mario book map. If you go to YouTube and type in live book map, there's a guy out there that streams it. Now you're not going to get like, I mean, it's fairly quick. There's not like a big delay, like it's maybe a couple seconds or whatever. So if you're trying to get like the actual like alerts, blah 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 stuff coming out of it, for the way I use it, I can see the key levels and stuff on there well before we get there. That's how I use it anyway. But it is free. It is 100% free if you watch the YouTube stream. Jordy on his stream has showed it a few times. I taught Jordy that trick myself. I'm tempted to try to buy this somewhere. I'm tempted, guys, to try to buy this long, like right in this area. Yeah. See what happens like 190 on NQ. Dr. J. So my scenario with ADHD is very interesting. I always thought I had it, but I never really paid attention to it. Hold on, let's see if we made. I'm looking at trying along here. Where's this orb high? 176. This is the way it's coming down is kind of nerve wracking here. Right. I wouldn't be surprised to crush this right back down and end up going down and fill the gap. I think I'm going to try a long right here just to see if it holds. ES did get right into that 5800 psych level and turn right back around. I trim if we get back to 200. There we go. Okay. Yep. I'm at a third already. We hit the pivot point and the 21 there. We had a few other layers of confluence. But 15 points to get trim. See if we can get we can get up here like 25, 30 points. Take another one. So I'm long. I started buying it right in here. So like 88 down to the pivot point 82. It came up to 200 and I trimmed out a third. So like my average is my average. My average is 184 right now. So right here. So that's a 15-point trim already. If we can get back up here to like 214, I'll trim again. I'll be out almost half at that point. Really, if we get to this right here, like 228, I would want to be out half. And we could even come down here and I'd still like it. If we fell this, then we look for VWAP. We don't want to immediately die right here at 200 in this outer VWAP band. Yeah. I'm gonna put my stop like right in here. What's it? Is this our 15-minute ORPI? Yeah, I just got stopped. So I got stopped because I took that trim. It was a break-even trade. It looks awful heavy. Like, if anything, I would want to get in on the short side on a pop here. The other thing is, if they buy this back up and stay over this, then it's still potential long. Yeah, so now I'm thinking short. Depends how this 5-minute candle closes. Because it could close, this 5-minute candle could close up here and then it's a big hole. And see, with even getting stopped out of this trade, because it's kind of volatile and iffy, I can get back in if I still like it long. Look at them buying it back up. Uh, so now I'm on the fence which direction. So no trade. I kind of still want to be short here, but look at this buy up. Yeah, still like kind of like a short here for this to fell. Target here, target here, target here. Yeah, I like the short. As long as this fells right here, I like the short. And then we look for VWAP. So I could take a short entry in here. If you didn't get up here, you're kind of late. But you could short anywhere in this, and your invalidation point's going to basically be up here like 210. But you could also long right here 175. That's a tough call. I have a level on QQQ that lines up right with these two candles here at 205. It's 488.80 on QQQ. I have it on my other screen. What does this look like? 141. Yeah, I just burn it to the ground at this point. Let's go fill the gap. IWM's getting smoked right now. Problem is, we're sitting right on top of ore pie. Tough call here, guys. I don't know. And I think you short here with what, up here in the 90s to 200 maybe. And then this would be your shot. And this is your risk up here. It could even come back to here and then you hit the short. Or you just long off of 175 and hope it gets back over 210. See these bottom wicks? Need this candle to close and tell us. It looks like this looks like buying pressure. I didn't even get a 5-minute candle close down here in this area. Would have made me feel better. If you're going to take a shot short, it would be right in this area. Going to take a shot long. This was it down here too, though. I'm going to try short. Right up here. Right here. Tight wrist, though. So it goes over this. I think it pops. It's going to pop to like 229 pretty quick if it goes over this 207, 210. I have done some videos on some of my basic strategy. If you go back to some of my previous videos, I'm working on getting like things more organized and concrete because sometimes I can be all over the place a little bit. Needs to reject right here. Oh, yeah, I'm out. Fuck that. So this looks like it's confirming the long. Yeah. So let's see. We got past this, so let's see if we do like something like this and get back up here. To me, that looks like a clear hold of orb high in EMA 21. pretty good sign right there that we got back through this 230. These bottom wicks were telling me the story. Could have taken the shot either way there with tight risk management, and I'm okay because now I can try to get long this area. This isn't going to be exact. This is just kind of the general idea here. This is probably the way to go. I think we can get to this 300. So we're going to look for something like this to happen. If you're long from here, it's beautiful. Is that 50 points already? Yeah, I think you get this now. You may have to come back and hit this first, though. Yeah, this is looking. It's like mostly buyers coming in on book map back here. It could pause out right here too, though. You got to pump it up, don't you know? Pump it up. Mikey's playing Pump It Up right now. Mikey is in a lot of calls, for those curious. I mean, even if this happened, it would still look good. Don't you know? Pump it up. I'll buy it off this 9 right here. Right there. Just make it easy. Ooh. I love living down here, to be 100% honest. Boy, Mikey is playing Pump It Up so loud in this here. I'm looking at buying it, but I would have wanted to come a little bit lower. I mean, I want to long it, but maybe if it hits like 05, 200 again. Nvidia's getting some volume, but it's coming into VWAP. I should have taken a long shot on Orb High. That's what I should have done. Oh yeah, to finish answering this question. Sorry, that trading in spaces, a lot going on right now. I love living down here. Honestly, the city I live in is super, super nice, modern. It's got a little bit of everything. Obviously, the U.S. dollar goes decently far here, so that's obviously a positive. Too much conflicting data. Yeah, that's what I'm seeing too. Oh, I just want it to. Take an inch starter. Yeah, starter along maybe here, and add into this and hope it holds. This kind of playing out how I wanted to. I wanted this to come down here though. but if it immediately holds here, it would be the top of this. That would be a nice back test. But right here on the outer VWAP band, and look at these candles still above the EMA9. That still looks good. I'm still seeing a pretty aggressive buyers on the book map. I think it's going to hold here. I think it's going to go see 300. You see, I just clicked the yeah, this looks good for the long still. I took the little starter right there. I wish I would have got a full position. Maybe I can make some money. Oh, lightning! I even went over to Jordy's Discord and posted it over there. There we go. Okay. I think I got to sell one there. Yeah. So this right here, I've got two fibs here. 300's a whole level or whole number level. See this over here where we had some previous demand zone. There we go. Now we're ripping. All right. I guess I got to trim some here. I'm taking a trim on that little long I grabbed. Get us up here. Don't you know, pump it up. You got to pump it up. Don't you know, pump it up. Sharky here. Boy, if I would have just pulled the trigger on freaking orb high, I would have be sitting pretty. Frank, Tesla, huh?
Large trade ES by 218.
Frank, if you look at those 3 5-minute candles, the big one that came down at 1040, and the next two, you have bottom wicks on all of them, and it was right in that area where I was wanting to get long all morning, and I got a little scared, to be 100% honest. just to be completely fair. I'm going to take another trim here at 74. Come on, give me my trim. I moved it down 72 trim. $356. Yeah, but it's battling at that 200 on Amazon. But now the problem is, look at my look at what I drew, guys, and look, I can. It's moved around a little bit now. But look, here's the different versions that I drew for the template. That worked out really nicely. Frankie's short. Frankie is short. I think you could add again. You could add probably back in down here. How's everybody doing, by the way? I love the fact that I got people in the chat. Shout out to all of you guys. I don't even know how many people are in here. It doesn't tell me. 40? I would say I would appreciate, guys, if you like and subscribe to my YouTube channel, or not even subscribe. I don't think it's even subscribe. I think it's just follow, right? I don't have any like paid content or anything on here. I do have some plans and some talks in the works with a few different people, Jordy being one of them, to get some type of more streaming content for you guys in the future. Let's take a look at something. Let's see if these NFP levels will load. Look at that high. Oh, that's today's so far. Look, but if we get over this 490 next week, back to there. I don't think we're going to go $6 afternoon. Crazier things have happened. I showed this report last week, and I actually want to go look at this again. Yes, there we go. Here we go. Avocados in the chat. I like this right here. Entered on the 240 breakout. It's tough. I'm not a big breakout guy, but man, that looked good. It did look good. I don't blame you one bit. Now you want to see if it's going to backtest and hold in here. Frank, you see that July NFP low we're battling with on QQQ? We did backtest this October high and hold. Sharky is short. I don't like this 5-minute candle. I don't really like this guy, but it still looks okay. If it holds here, it's still great. 240. You could really, I don't know. The main move I was looking for here played out. I want it to continue up here, obviously, but I love this little path. So, like, this would be the overall look that we would want.
Sells top and view.
I caught the gap fill last night, CR, back here. I shorted up here, and I trimmed here, trimmed at 50 right here, and then I just left my stop up here, and then at waterfall, this is where the gap fill was at.
Sells top and view. Sells top and view.
Maybe I can add a little back onto the short here. I mean, to the long here, and hope it holds. Ooh, how much do I want to risk, though? I don't know. This looks like it could crush. Yeah. Yep. And we rejected that NFP. Look at this NFP high. I hate this fill. I got to turn this off. There, that looks better. All right, add and put the stop right there on the bottom of that guy. I added long right there, and I'm putting stops at the bottom of that wick. I don't want it to go any lower. Looks trendy. Yeah. Paper usually says these NFP days become trendy. And this looks like it's upside trendy right now. No. I wish I wasn't paying attention, CR. Let me show you. See this gap fill right here? This was my target, my full target. I had a full take profit exit right here. Frank actually got long and took this ride right here. If you longed this gap fill last night, though, you could have stayed long. Still, you could still be long. Beautiful bottom wick here on those ads. Oh, beautiful. I like it. I like it. Get over that NFP low from July, 490.15. Guys, look at what I drew. Boom, 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 boom. And so, like, first I drew this one before this happened, and then I drew this part before this happened. So, just to make it more, see that? That's basically what I'm looking for. It would have been nicer to hold here, but you know, there's slippage, especially on futures. Rivian? What's Rivian doing? All right, I'm gonna trim some ads here. Hold on, let me jump over. Oh, Rivian is flying. I'm trimming back some of those ads I took. I was adding at 40 down to 36-ish. I'm just adding, taking those back out. We're gonna have a good day, Tater. It's gonna be a good day, Tater. God, Sean. Holy crap. Look at that. Now, let me point this out. You see this November NFP highs on here? That's because wherever the highest point is today, that's where that's going to go. Sorry, I was listening to Squawker for a second. That's going to move all day long, right? On anything. The high of the day is going to be the NFP high on any ticker we click on. What else is moving? Look at all these green sectors. This is all Amazon right here, by the way. Tesla, maybe a little bit. Amazon is big in consumer discretionary. Come on, send it to 300. Snap having a good day. Taiwan Simi. All right, so what I have, let me show you guys zoomed out here. This move right here, we came down to 786. This is the halfway retracement of that move. So it's going to bounce this fib, get back to the halfway point of this retracement. So let's separate those two things, Mario. Now let's look at this retracement. So you see these lines that start right here. So here's one, here's golden retrace, here's halfway. So of the high we made Tuesday to where we came down, the golden retrace will take us back to 490. Half back on that is 398. This would probably be my like home run target for today. I don't even think we get that. But we'll see. I just had another trim fill. Let me finish this real fast, guys. This would be the next target because look, we got on a retracement, we got over the first fib level, which is this one here. Let's make this easier to see. Right there. So now we want to get to this one. That's what I'm looking for. That 382 is very common retracement there. Now let's get back in here and look at where we're at. Look at how we're playing out. New high of day, guys. I had a trim already set over here, so I've filled. I'm getting ready to peel back another one small here as we get close to this 300, but that's going to be kind of my main target, and then we'll see if it can get over. I just tweeted out this exact picture of where I drew this because, I mean, that's just what it looked like. I know I took the short shot here just in case this was going to fail. But once this happened, I was like, okay, let's start buying. Let's start buying. This ad right here is what's going to make my morning. So we, I got a small starter kind of here. I didn't really get a full position off. And then when we did this, when we came back down into this area and I was able to add here and now trim those ads back out, now we're having a good day. That's how I trade around a core sometimes. Sometimes you're not going to get, and sometimes it's not even worth trying to add. So like you'll hear me talk about it a lot. Like I don't even want to add to this. In this instance, I did because this looks trendy. NFP days we get. I mean, I know this is kind of wild, but what if I do this real fast and we just look at this yellow is the 21 and this is the 9. We were way extended from everything. We came back down. Look, we hit the 21. We've got buyers here. Look at these bottom wicks. Held the 21. Never even closed the candle all the way on it. Immediate. And look at this. So we lost the 9. Boom. Reclaim and hold. Boom. We're in a trend. That's confirming a trend. We're outside this outer VWAP band. So here's VWAP. This is the outer bands. Wow, I had a trim at 289. We stopped at 288. That's kind of shitty. Why would you do that to me? Sharky's on the train horn. I've been watching this. Let's take a look at this one. trying to find some more confluence. No shot QQQ gets 495, right? I mean, you would think no. There's some big sells hitting right now. You see this ice? But look where we're rejecting. So on QQQ, we actually hit that fib, the exact fib that I'm looking for on NQ. Let me turn the drawing back on. This fib right here, we just hit it on QQQ. That's why it's important to look at both. See that? High, swing low. Like we back tested and actually held. And look where these candles are at on this. There's your fib right there. Look where that's at. Interesting. Boy, if we could somehow get up here, but there's a lot of selling going on right now. A lot of selling. Really, 288. I put a trim at 289. Look at this. I should have put that trim a little bit lower. All right, drawing fibs. The time frame doesn't really matter. It's easier to go to like an hourly or 4 hour to draw it. Personally, I like to draw them and look for confluence. I like to see where it lines up with price action, because sometimes you may draw one and it's kind of in the middle of nowhere and you're like, eh. But when I draw a fib, like on this one that I drew, from this high to this low, and I see where the support was right here, and the fib I previously drew is right there as well. That makes me think this is going to be a very key spot. Problem is we just rejected. Look, if I put my cursor on top of this wick, look right here, pre-market lows, Globex lows from yesterday, right in that area. Should have got a trim off there. It's all right. You're not going to bat 1,000%, right? I'm trying to bat like 500 on my trims, and I'm trying to overall trades. I want to bat, even if I get 4 out of 10, 3 out of 10 trades right. Usually when I get a trade right, it's 3 times bigger than my loss. Apple is buying some kind of photo app. Of course, still above the 9 here. I mean, yeah. So the time frame doesn't matter on fibs. Drawing fibs is all about the swing high and swing low. So like, you could even have drawn one from here to here, or from just RTH, which is, when I say RTH, it's regular trading hours, which is New York session, or the main session. You could have drawn it from here to here. Here, jump over to this other chart set and we'll look at it. So like, you could draw it this way. Kind of rejected on that 618. You could draw it from yesterday's high, 292. There's a few different ways to draw it, but this one with this level lining up like this, and look where the halfback level also lines up, and it's almost at a whole number. All right, we need to hold this We need to hold 50 right here. At the worst, 40. But 50 right here needs to hold. Big buy just hit the tape. Oh, Tom Crown. What's up, my friend? Guys, Tom Crown has one of the best streams, period. But check out his stream, especially if you follow any crypto. I was impressed, Tom. When I went to Tom's stream, I saw not just Bitcoin or Ethereum. This guy, and he knows the levels. I'm watching Tom go from chart to chart with cryptos I've never even heard of. And Tom Crown is looking at, like, he's like, well, this 3.4 is a level right here. And this, we know historically, this 4.1 on this obscure crypto name that I don't know. Man, Tom Crown's the GOAT. Make sure you follow Tom Crown, go to his channel, check out his stream. I'm sure he'll be live at some point today. Make sure you check him out. 1,000%. He definitely gets my stamp of approval. Plus, his stream is just great. His quality, everything about his stream is fantastic. He's usually got the Pit Vipers on. I love it. I love it. All right, let's see what else. What else we got in the comments over here? Yes, Bob. This what I'm looking for right up here. This, yeah, I know that StreamYard's kind of in the way, and it's probably small. This is 303, 306, any of this area. The problem is we just put in a pretty ugly looking tweezer right here, right at this action from yesterday. This is what I don't like that we're doing right now. Not a big fan. Maybe I should have drawn an extra staircase in here. But no, and see, that's one of those things where if you're not looking around or paying really close attention, you can miss really easy. I mean, look at this pre-market Globex low from yesterday. I should have seen that. I should have had more trims there, or had that as kind of my target. Pre-market lows on QQQ from yesterday. And that's right where we really needed to hold this. This is starting to look a little bit rough. That could be a hanging man. That might be a not special in the 15. But it's green. That's the only problem, is it is green. So it's not like a true hanging man. Let's take a look around and see what else. Tesla's not doing anything today. Apple not really doing much. Let me turn this off so we can see. Apple almost filled its gap upside. NVIDIA, this actually looks pretty good. Look, I bet it looks like a cup and handle. Yeah. So this to me kind of looks like a cup and handle. That's terrible, rough drawing right there, but cup, handle. Look at this Microsoft. It's a beautiful reclaim of the previous week's range. Remember that's what this indicator looks like from Edgeful. It's right here. Previous week's range. Look, we were holding it here. We felled it. We reclaimed it. Now you want to reclaim and go higher. Now somebody's going to look at this and say, that's a hanging man. It is a hanging man candle. But what do we have to wait for? Hanging man has to have the next candle. Confirm it. This candle for me needs to be red for this to be, and then you look for this. That's the next hanging man candle. Looks like my son just woke up. No school today. Like, they do something. It's Dia de los Muertos here. No school today. I should. Do I need to get some pit vipers? Is that what I need?
Sell stop and view.
So
Sell stop and
I've already set my risk. I'm looking at it. I said under this last wick. I'm actually going to go under the 21. I'm going to go down here somewhere just to give it some space to breathe. I've set my risk. I've got my trims. I want this to happen. I think there's a good chance of it happening. So I'm going to trust the trade. If I get stopped out, so what? I get stopped out. Awesome lightning. Yeah, I don't know how long I'm going to stay on stream, but I really don't have anything else to do for another couple hours, hour and a half, maybe. We'll see. We'll see. If this trade plays out, we may shut it down, but we'll see. Yeah, this was that Apple news that thank you, Pro Fast Guy, for getting that in here. What I heard was Adobe was getting hit on that. Sorry, I did a quick mute there to answer Frank on Spaces, which I'm not always going to mute when I talk on Spaces, but I did that time just because you guys have already heard everything I was just about to say. So, yeah, Day of the Dead. Today is Dia de los Muertos. And there's something about like almost every, for some reason, the teacher in service, like at schools down here, is like, I think it's like the last Friday of every month, which I know today's the first, but because of the holiday, they switched it up this time around. But we they're basically today is Day of the Dead down here, Dia de los Muertos, which is it's different than Halloween. We actually do celebrate Halloween down here. My neighborhood actually is doing the trick or treat tonight for all the kids, so I've got nephews and nieces and friends with their kids coming to our neighborhood to hit up all the candy tonight. So we'll have a fun time Friday night. Stream drop. Are we trying to do some trivia today? I haven't even messed with the trivia. I could run some trivia at some point today. I've got too much going on at the moment. All right, we got back under the 9 right here. And this basically played out. I was just hoping to get here. I missed the one piece. The one piece was that I don't want this thing coming any lower than this. I'm almost tempted to take a safety trim here in profit, but nothing really. Nvidia's under its EMAs on the 5. QQQ and SPY both under. Amazon not doing anything. Wait, Amazon. Have y'all looked at Amazon's chart? Oh, look who's here. I shot you co-host over there, Jordy, too. Look who's here. Ace the Kid with the avocado. Shout out to Jordy. I'm about to ask him how his night went. I bet he had a great time celebrating his 22nd birthday. Shout out to Jordy. One more cup of coffee, he says. That means it was a good night. I love to hear it, brother. You know, looking at this 15-minute, nothing really tells me to like get out of the trade. But I don't want to like not take some decent profit that I'm up. Tough call. Show you guys the bigger view still. Like, look at this inside day. We may get another one of these Monday like this before the election. We could maybe in a smaller one. Or maybe Monday we test the high and come back to here. I don't really want to test the low because if you have this look, boom, boom, that's going to look ugly. What else we got? What was the chart? Some of you guys. How's the liver? I love that. SPY, come on, hold. This is that previous week's range again. Hold this, reclaim, please. That keeps us fairly bullish. Failure here looks pretty rough. Frankie just went long. It's looking kind of rough, actually. This is starting to look like a rollover. Oh boy. It doesn't hold like right here. Hold that 21. I don't like that rounded top look right here on the 5. I don't know, I'm about to get stopped out if it goes any lower. Ooh. Yep. Oh. I don't know. I thought this was going to stop me out. It held 20. Look at this. I have put my stop right here. My stops are right here. Holy shit, we're still alive. Woo! Woo! Can you hear my book map? I have the headphones in, so I never know how loud it is. I can hear it slightly. I can hear those coffee beans percolating. I think this is going to come get me. I think this is going to come down here and wake me out. This looks rough, though. I'm just waiting on this thing to stop me out. It doesn't look good at all. Yep, there it goes.
Sell stop yes. Sell stop yes. Sell stop yes. Sell iceberg and Q. Buy iceberg yes. Buy iceberg yes. Sell iceberg yes. Buy iceberg yes. Sell iceberg yes. Sell iceberg yes.
We might get a guest appearance from Ace the Kid. So to me, this is no man's land. Maybe you long it there.
Buy stop yes.
I still think we might get this, but it may have to come here
Buy
first.
stop and Q.
But if it does come down here again, I don't really like it for the risk reward. Maybe you buy it right here if this closes back over. Feels like one of those days. Oh, Spy just bounced off of Orb High, by the way. The bottom of that wick. Spy was trying to climb back into last week's range, last week's low at 574.40 ish. They need to buy this candle up fast to get back up there. I think you could try the long again here if this reclaim of the 21 holds. Or you could try the short. Pick your poison.
Sell stop and Q. Sell stop yes.
Yeah, that's it's looking ugly.
Buy iceberg gold.
Yeah, so now if you hold on, let's look at this. So because you had this rejection right here, either here or maybe on top of this. Where's that NFP level? Well, we're smack between July's NFP level and October's NFP level on Qs. Right in the middle of them, too. All right, guys. Are y'all ready for a guest appearance? Coming to the stage,
Bing bong.
Ace the Kid.
Let's ride, motherfucker.
Georgie.
Oh.
Jordan, happy belated birthday, brother.
Oh, everybody on Spaces, what's up? Good morning. I got my coffee. Everybody on the stream, what's up? I'm on M stream too. Let's go. We're doing the dual setup.
Let's go.
Let's go, baby. Oh shit, I got this double. I got the double audio. Oh. MP get some trades in.
Jordan, can you hear me?
Yeah, I'm like break even, slightly green. I'm
Thank you,
green,
my bro.
mostly
Love
green
you.
because of last night.
Yeah, last night. How was that? I didn't even look at anything.
I caught, so here, I'll show you exactly what I did, Jordy.
Let's see.
Last night, right here, let me turn off NFP. So we gapped up right here.
Mm-hmm.
We got up into this area right here, and I put the short on to play this gap fill. The stats were big, and my last fill was right here. And look at that, boom, Frank long this.
Oh,
But
damn.
I just faded to here, took my win and went to sleep.
Damn.
And if you would have long that gap fill, you could still be
Oh my-
long.
Yeah. Damn. So NFP was good then, eh? Solid?
NFP was like mid.
Really?
Yeah, look at here. Let me show you. You've seen like when data comes out.
Mm-hmm.
Look at this candle. Even if I go down to like the 1 minute. Here's where NFP came out.
Gotcha, yeah.
I mean, it was a decent range, but normally you get some kind of like craziness. It really didn't do anything.
Well, happy to know we got new NFP levels though.
Yeah, for now it's sitting right up here. Jordy, I had a nice long. I had a trim.
Did you
I had
log
a
on
trim-
VWAP on that back test?
No, I should have longed right here. This is where I should have longed. I missed it
Yeah.
completely. And
Yeah.
then I was going to try a short here. If we rejected here, I was going to try a short to do this.
Mhm.
But once I saw how strong the trend held, if you look at these, like it came down, look at these bottom wicks. I should have got long right in here, or I should have just taken my shot down here, and I didn't. The thing I missed though was this right here, this pre-market low and Globex low from yesterday.
Mhm.
See that?
Yeah, the
Perfectly.
rejection off that was perfect.
I should have had a trim sitting there at like 84, 87. I took a trim like here, I think at high of day, 76. I should have had a trim there. So that was unfortunate. I still want to see if we can get to this 300 up here. We almost played this out perfectly, but I missed one detail, and that's how like it's crazy. You can miss one detail and it throw off an entire trade.
I know. Oh shit, I can see the chat too. Let's go. Oh, I see everybody now. Let's go. Ace the Kid, Ace the adult now? Maybe. I don't know, Ace. It's like Ace the goat now? Is that what we're gonna do? Something like that? I have no idea.
It still looks pretty constructive. Boom, 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 right?
I haven't taken anything, but I'm kind of down.
It's tough. I mean, how do you
I don't know
enter?
if I really want to today.
It's tough to enter right here because you're under the EMAs and this outer VWAP band.
Yeah,
This is your support, but if you come down, I don't know. It's still higher highs and higher lows so far.
Yeah.
I still think we're gonna get this. Like, I think I want to buy back in.
Whoa, what the fuck was that?
Where do I have this level drawn? 8880. I have 8880 drawn, like right. Was it 88? Yeah, I have a level drawn like right here on QQQ on my other chart, and that makes me still want to stay bullish. I'm gonna have to adjust my path here. Jordy, when we did this candle right here, I drew this out. And then when this held, I drew this next leg out, and it almost staircased exactly.
Yeah,
like
almost did it perfectly.
Like I said, the only thing I missed was that freaking. You can see it on QQQ really easy. Look at pre-market low over here, and look at the top of those candles.
Yeah, lines up perfectly.
That's the only thing I'm frustrated about. And I did. Once we broke this NFP from July, I was hoping we'd kind of like immediately hold and go, but can't get everything you want. They don't make it easy.
No, they don't. What's Jordy wearing? I got a new hat yesterday.
Right, I thought that was a Bass Pro Shop hat.
It kind of looks like it, huh?
When I just like glanced, like I didn't like
the Miami on the side. Like the Miami. And then I don't know. This is the birthday fit.
There he is.
Birthday fit. The creme, you know. Oh, the creme color. I've been really into the cream colored fits lately. My whole wardrobe is black.
Bro, because I played so many sports, like my whole wardrobe was always just like the color of whatever, like my high school or college stuff like that. Yeah. So like it was like red and black. Like that was most of my wardrobe.
CR says strip, not for free.
Whoa, you got to pay extra for that kind of action, bud.
And the bender's not over. We're going into the weekend now.
Hold on. I got to get a better picture. There we go. Hold on. There we go. If you could just get back to the CMA, it looks good to go to my target. But not if it rejects right on it. It still looks trendy.
Sells top 10 view. Sells top 10 view.
Amazon is just stuck at this 200 where Bezos wants to sell. Nvidia looks decent. Nothing's really convincing me either direction.
Sells top 10 view.
All right, I'm long again. I'm gonna give it a shot. It's Friday.
Oh, he's doing it.
If it doesn't immediately hold like this area, I'm only giving like a 10-point risk here. If it doesn't immediately hold these EMAs, I'm out. This is a little bit riskier. right there. It needs to hold right there immediately.
Kiddos go trick or treating last night or what? Get some candy?
No, we're doing it tonight.
Oh yeah, you guys do it tonight.
Yeah, which I mean, normally, I mean, they celebrate Halloween and then Dia de los Muertos separately, but tonight is like the neighborhood just organized to do it tonight instead. So
Gotcha.
yeah, like family coming over. One of my wife's friends has like a daughter that's gonna come trick or treat. Another friend, you know,
Cool.
little group action. Hopefully, I get to just sit here and hand out candy.
Yeah.
I'm not a big Halloween guy, but if you just give me a bowl of candy and let me interact with some kids, like, you know,
Yeah,
the worst part is when you have to go walk, which I'll do it for my kids, obviously.
Of course.
Got to, but
yeah.
you just go walk and walk. And I mean, the weather's great, actually. So,
dude, it was fucking cold last night. It was chilly. What earnings did we have yesterday? We had Apple, Amazon. How was all that?
Apple, not fantastic at all. You know, I wouldn't say it was bad because it wasn't bad, but it was just wasn't fantastic. Amazon's were pretty solid. It's up 7%. It's stuck up here.
Yeah, damn.
It's struggling right at the CMA 9. The longer this takes, the less I like this trade and make it out. I could take a safety trim since I'm up 9 points. I've got orders in at 49 to trim, front run that 50, and like 57 just in case it goes. Come on, go. Get over.
Go for him.
Go. This is where we pull out our trick, Jordy.
Oh yeah. Yeah, we gotta blow it up. You gotta blow Homie starts coughing, right? Blew a little too hard.
For a fucking month.
Oh shit.
Oh, did it not get my order? What the hell?
Uh-oh. M's on top step, Bobby. We all on top step.
Yeah. Ooh, 75. Do I get my 15,000 steps a day? There's my trim. Just got a trim. And we have the sniper coming in. Yes.
Uh-oh.
What's up?
Oh. I just woke up.
Jordy's like, I don't know, 15,000 steps. I don't even think I get close. I usually get my stand-up goal in usually, which I don't even have my.
When I worked at that restaurant, I used to get 15,000 steps a day, no problem.
Yes, bro.
So
I worked at the Mexican restaurant.
What's that?
I worked at a Mexican restaurant. We had two stories. Our bar was upstairs, and I normally was bartending, and so you would have to
running around all day.
You have to go down to go get your food or go down to go get whatever stuff all the time. Dude, I was killing it. I was probably like 30K easy.
Oh, dude, yeah, it's ridiculous.
Or if it tracks like how many floors you climb, I went up and down the stairs so many freaking times.
All that shit. I know. I used to track it all. Now it's not even worth tracking because the only steps I get in are when I leave this house to go to the gym.
Yeah. Most of my steps are chasing kids around. I probably do I don't get 15K, but I probably do get a decent amount of steps, even in a short period of time. You know, just chasing them around, playing at night, going up and down the stairs here. Que no pare la fiesta. Mikey got the jams going
I
today.
know Mikey's jamming.
We need to get back over this guy.
Oh, have you
NFP.
looked at Stream HQ? Carnival 2. It's now starting in 2 days, 10 hours. For fans, there's going to be opportunity
I
to
have
win
not.
$15,000. For creators, we're going to have the ability to win $10,000.
Let's go.
So shout out to that. So definitely want to be participating in those.
I gotta claim my XP.
Mm-hmm.
I ran yesterday's was decent. Got it in there for the end of the month.
Yeah, good.
I may try to run one here in a little bit today. I need to go in and change some questions up though. Here we go. Come on, push. I want this right here, this level right here, 57 for a trim. How many points is that? Because I bought it here. 32. 30. Where's
Mikey.
I'm up 20 points here. I entered here. Once we did this, we came back down. I entered off the 21 in this case. So I'm going to snipe the entry here. If we can get to 57, call it 25 points, we'll be out half.
Take your entry when the bell 134. Sells top 10 view.
Bro, Jordy, it's crazy who you can meet like from trading. Like, I mean, I'm in Mexico now, right? So like I meet people just randomly. There's a guy that just listens to our space all the time. He lives in the city that I went to college in.
Oh shit.
And we probably were at the same little like electric cowboy club back in the day. Like I think it's even
That's crazy.
But I think we like it would have timed out. We were probably there at the same time.
That's hilarious. I know, it's such a small world.
I got it.
I've already met so many people just from all this shit. It's wild, dude. That's the only reason I know Wolf. It's the only reason we even do stuff with Wolf is because I went to an in-person stock event in LA. Met up with them.
I was talking with Wolf the other day. One of these next like meetup type of events, I'm 100% coming.
Yeah, for sure.
Boy, if this trade would just go, I would have this account nicely green. I'm glad we took the trims at 50.
Yeah. Can't hold 200. You know, the back test of VWAP.
This is starting to line up nicely. You see this? VWAP and ORPI.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, it could do one wick and hit all these levels and get bought back up, and I would like it.
Yeah.
The problem is, Jordy, we have. You talk about an inside day.
Yeah.
Here's your inside day.
That's the problem. Yeah.
Classic. That's why I don't have like massive aspirations for this. Ooh, I don't really care for that. but it's still. Here's the thing. Here's our high, higher high, higher lows. You tell me, Jordy.
Yeah.
It's
Until
still,
the higher low structure breaks, it looks
Yeah.
good.
so, and
Can't really
honestly, it
fight
could
a
still
market
come
that's doing
down.
higher
It could
highs and
still
higher
come down to
lows.
here. It could
Yeah.
still do this instead. And that's still higher low, higher low, higher low, even if it comes down here again.
Yeah, because people think, oh, that's breaking structure because it broke the last low, but technically, if you bump up the time frame one more, two more, you'll see that it's still consistent higher lows.
Yeah.
I don't know, Friday, man. Keep it chill. Ooh.
Say they can support this 231, 230. Oh, there we go. Come on now.
Profess, that's a great question. I watch QQQ as much as I watch NQ. I watch both. I watch NQ the most, but I'm always checking this right here that you can see in my. You can't tell what it is, but this is QQQ, SPY, IWM, and then I have NVIDIA, Apple. Right now I have Amazon. Normally I do NVIDIA, Microsoft, and I rotate this one with a Mag 7 name. I have a watch list I can click through, but since Apple just had earnings, I've got Apple up here and I have Amazon right now. I always keep NVIDIA here and usually Apple or Microsoft here. So I have that view too. But I watch QQQ the most, but I also keep my eye on SPY always. It bought it up again off the 21. It's still kind of trendy here.
Especially for NFP levels, QQQ, not the futures.
It's
We've
like
seen
trendy.
that over the past few weeks. It's just like we're not gonna. You might get a little reaction off the NQ levels, but like you're gonna get the actual reaction off the QQQ NFP levels.
These dips keep getting bought, but there's not like any aggressive buying at the highs either.
Not at all, yeah.
Yeah, so it's like I just sit and watch, honestly. I'm scalping a little bit here and there.
Yeah, I don't like when I don't see like a significant wick on any side of it. 10% on these.
There we go, sellers. Come on now.
Should dump right back to 52 is where I want it.
See, it's 250%. TST.
Sellers back down to 573.5 would be the move. A little slow.
Right in the middle of launch.
Yeah. Alright, I'll take a trim here at 25%, guys.
Amp, you muted?
There we go. Oh, no.
Yeah.
Oh, you're good. I was Making sure I saw you talking.
I don't know how long I'm muted for. I'm muted to say something to Sim for a second.
You're good. Bring it down to VWAP.
Runners over even savage for that. Again, this 0.5, rest of the buyers are saying last time it was physical.
Fuck, today is Friday. Keeping the Friday chill.
They're about to take me out of this trade again, which is fine. I'm keeping things tight because of the way this looks.
Yeah.
Need some volume here to come in. If that volume can come in, it was up underneath and crushed these fucking assholes. Sorry, I cut Ella when I'm free. No offense to anyone in Wall Street.
HS. No. Yes,
That looks kind of interesting there too. If this breaks, it's ugly, but it could hold. Look at this.
Yeah.
That's the only thing. It's just how
Yeah, under that is not good.
that volume can kind of pick up how it did a little bit ago, like about 20 minutes ago. 25, 30 minutes ago.
Even that right there, look, going all the way back to these pre-market.
Yeah.
It looks like resistance and then support, support, support. Couple ways you can look at that.
nice top then too. I off the same zone again. Highlights for DS.
Look at these bottom wicks though.
And they keep buying this.
Really?
It looks different on the 15, obviously.
Gone.
Is that of the litter in my ass?
Yeah. Alright guys, if we hit our break even here, then I'll take the break even stop on the rest. 6.5%. Yeah, break even. I still think we can continue to balance.
The way that inside day is looking on the daily looks like
Yeah.
we might want to not be so long. Into the
I mean,
next. I don't know. We'll see how it goes.
this basically is played out, right? Today's basically already played out.
Yeah.
I mean, that's as close to the middle of an inside day as you could get. Even if it came back to here, that's the midpoint of yesterday.
Yeah.
488.
Hey, if any of you listeners check the chat, Sydney, post it in the chat. I
Shit.
would like to see it.
Yeah.
Really fun.
Not enough
This looks like it wants
coffee.
Right, I may have to make me another one.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-oh. I grabbed the wrong mug today. I'm long. Damn it.
Dude, I
I'm
lost
fading myself.
I lost my my stock market coffee cups. I lost them. I don't know where they went. I had the one from Whale that's like one side of it's the bear, the other side's the bull. They're gone.
Is anything happening?
Yeah, we're in a short range.
What are you guys doing?
Or we were in a short range. Very good, dude. Fucking good.
Yeah. I got mine and I got that.
Fucking took only one trim and that was it. $6.50 to $8. Oh, $6.30 to
I had this whole like
Oh my god.
control trade on the other day. I was like, oh shit.
It could get really quiet the rest of the day.
Yeah.
If there's volume back in here, it would be nice.
Yeah, we are in the middle of lunch too.
Yeah. It seems like I missed them.
I'm
Shit.
tempted to just take off my trade here and wait till another thing sets up.
Yeah.
Jordy is indeed here.
Neighbor,
Yes.
good morning.
What are you doing sober, bro?
Dude, I'm sober would be.
He's sobering.
Yeah.
Okay, I would say that's
I was gonna say
2.5.
sober might be a stretch, but
I gotta drain back. I can't hear Jordy.
uh-oh.
Much
Maybe
better.
you're drunk enough if you're in the spaces to start. Yeah, you're not exactly what you said right there.
It's so funny. I'm always the first motherfucker up after a night out. You be out all
Dude.
night. I'm always up early as fuck that next morning.
Well, if I drink a lot, I can't sleep. Yeah.
It's alcohol wakes you up.
Yeah.
I wake up, go sweat it out, and then take a nap.
You do trade, right? Maybe even trade for your birthday.
No trades. No trades for the birthday.
Ooh.
You drink last night. I'm always scared that I'm gonna fuck up a trade.
Oh, a lot. I was drinking a lot of espresso martinis last night.
Whoa.
Oh, no wonder you can't sleep.
Well, that too, yeah.
Box wine.
Oh. Ugh.
my stomach just turned when I heard
Yeah,
that.
you just made me gag.
That's all I could afford back in the day.
Oh my gosh. And I remember pulling up to fucking like college parties and shit. It's just everybody's got the boxed wine every time. Boxed wine, or you can buy the boxed. It's the same thing as boxed wine, but instead of wine, it's twisted tea. Ugh. They be doing that a lot too. It's gross. Uh-oh. Bring it in.
Looks rough. Spy's got view up a little bit below it. Jordy, you see this triangle though? Look at this.
Yeah. It's about to get gross.
And look at this that fib I just drew on the
It's about to
daily.
get a
just
little
from
gross.
yesterday. This breaks its group.
Yeah.
Yep. Look at this. Oh,
Take it right back down to 20K, honestly.
look, I can zoom in. Look. Somebody just bought 65 NQs. In one swing of it. They're trying to hold it. Watch. Boom. That would be awesome. Because if not, it's gonna go. Thump.
Yeah.
Bait man. Come on, baby. Hold the line.
Hold the line. God, I need a heater, bro. It's getting fucking cold.
Yeah, I'm actually a little chilly myself, but
my
we have concrete houses, so it's always chilly inside. They build the houses on purpose, so we don't have like AC and stuff. We don't need it.
Yeah.
Oh, she held. Come on.
Hello.
Hello, paper.
There's a ticker named Coinbase. And crypto is going. That was my one trade earlier, but it looks like it wants to keep doing something.
Just keep on keeping on.
Looks pretty fun for a push down to the 5750 again from there.
I drew a triangle on QQQ, and we were like almost at the apex.
But I love how Sim's like one of the boys. You know what I mean?
48, if we can get underneath that,
It's fucking awesome. She's just like one of the dogs.
keep watching.
Yeah, she's chill as fuck. Sim, looked like y'all had a nice little celebration last night.
Diwali?
Yeah, pretty
Yeah,
cool.
cool, man. Just with family, friends, it didn't go on too late, though. I was pretty tired. I was just gonna freaking call it a night. But yeah, those celebrations get freaking wild. So I know a lot of people right now.
Get it out.
Sim's living room just
Go!
Oh,
Look at it. Look at her.
look at her. She's a beaut.
Jordy, if I start streaming all the time, I'm just gonna wear soccer jerseys. I'm just
Yeah.
gonna order some more
That'll
and
be
just
your
wear
thing.
soccer jerseys. It's
That'll
gonna
be
my
your thing.
Because but my wardrobe, I have like some t-shirts, but I either have like Under Armour polo stuff or soccer jerseys. It's just like
Fuck it. That's your thing. It's kind of like I'm
always
always
been
like
my
wearing
thing.
the hats and shit.
yeah, dude, I'm a hat. I feel
Yeah.
like when you have a beard, you have to have a hat.
Yeah.
I mean,
No,
I do have
agree.
a receding
You're,
hairline. I don't have a great head.
honestly, you should start. Oh, dude, I need to grow a beard. We need to get everybody to grow a beard and start the Duck Dynasty trading crew.
Oh, look at this! Look at this!
Seriously.
Boom!
Oh, M's getting it. We need Duck Dynasty trading live. That shit would be so funny,
bro. I'll have to let me. I have to look up. So you know when that got popular, and everybody was talking about the beards, all this.
I used to watch that all day.
I have family from South Arkansas, like half an hour north of where those guys are from in Louisiana, that they have looked like that my entire life.
Yeah, that's
Like
how they roll.
That's actually them. And
Awesome.
just in case we reject 50, I would
Just look at that whole series, Ivy, compared to the series before it and the few series after. You're like, holy crap.
Yeah, holy shit, dude.
It's there. It's there, and it's on every ticker just like that. That is like a quote-unquote election trade. So all the oil stocks, just like that. All the energy stocks or solar stocks, just like that.
Tesla's just making new lows. Fuck. Bye. Tesla still needs to come in more.
pow pow.
So Sim is expecting riot.
Oh, Trump, well, my thing is with Trump enough gonna pop up, but shit, dude, it's super lucrative, dude. I don't know. I mean, I'm still positioned, but I'm positioning a lot of other things outside of the top.
How beautiful does that look right there?
Oh yeah. She held.
I did not. I took Mayfair and it did not.
I just clean shaved. Damn you, Jordy. So did I.
Look at that. Boom, boom. This is the challenge. This is previous week. Right.
Ace to get some RGB lights, dude. I I'm getting my whole room. This whole room is getting turned into a studio.
What the hell is this?
I actually got to send pictures of my whole room to my guy today, and they're gonna come and redo my whole room. So that'll be dope. Make her look nice and aesthetic.
I got 240 now. And the problem is we got all this that we're stuck. We're literally stuck at fly level, which is up there. And then there's one level which we can count on.
We can pop back up here.
I was short at 41. I had to get out.
Oh, I guess I'll be on it. I'll be right back. Oh.
Everything checked out. Fucking right there.
People are too stuffed up with candy corn.
And that
Nice comment.
right now is so
Yeah, true.
Alright, I'm watching.
But
It's gonna be risky 10%.
I'm still long. It's trying to break out of this little triangle it put in today. On QQQ at least. SPY kind of held the lower trend.
It does look a bit wedgy.
Yeah, if you look at the low from 10:05, the big wick at 10:45, and then where we just held, that's like the bottom side of it. And then yeah, and that's almost what this bottom wick just did. It held the 21 for me. So, Jordy, what's that right there? 21.
21.
Can you do
Never
some
forget.
volley?
I'm gonna take a short right here at 520. The 750 puts 520 risking 10%.
I swear I got price literally right off the pantry right here.
Jordy, we have to play around with some of these different things. This StreamYard's not bad. This is the free version.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a little hanging, man.
Yeah, StreamYard's pretty cool. I've used Restream a little bit. I do have Restream
I don't like I
set
can't
up for us when we do want to do more of this.
Yeah, I like Restream a little bit better. That's what Paper uses. I'm still getting familiar with that.
I'm signed in on Wolf's account, so we have like whatever we need on there.
Yeah, Paper sent me a. I'm still learning it. Look, that's a hanging man.
Mm-hmm.
Where am I at?
Take a little trim here off this little scalp.
So old I know you what I'm doing.
I kind of just want to trust this. Yeah, look at.
Contract, not much, but I'll take it for a scalp. Okay.
Even if we came back like to here somewhere.
Yeah.
Pretty good.
And it could even scare you out of that one and come down to this one somewhere. Like that. And get bought out. I don't know. It's a tough call. It's a tough trade.
There
I don't like this.
Apple just still looks weak. Nvidia, I think, can come in. Microsoft.
Look at these. Look at these right here.
Microsoft's strong, but Tesla.
Poor Tesla.
Yeah, not looking too hot.
Back down to 52 would be perfect from here. There's that 0.7 levels that you're able to.
I get a retest 230, believe it or not.
Plus underneath these bids more. There we go. Another one.
There's your hanging man playing out. As long as it holds, though, I have no reason to get out.
There we go. All right, more off right here, guys. 520 to 740.
There we go. We're getting some speed now. Come on now.
Out of majority of the runners right here. They were down coming up. All right, 2 runners left, guys. That's it.
Yeah, this probably a good time to scale.
Still sitting at 50%. One more. One more off right here. Beautiful.
There we go. There we go.
Back to
Yeah,
full
so
humble.
it's breaking. Yep, I got.
There we go.
Yep, I got stopped out. It fell.
Tag him out.
There we go.
VWAP 174.70. Could be a spot there too if we hold. I think this is coming back to 20,100 lower. Honestly. But the problem is inside day. They'll probably keep it that inside day like we've been saying and end up doing the rest of the actual move in the next week.
Wouldn't be surprised to see it get bought here. 200.
Yeah.
At least back up to this. Or you.
Beautiful.
Yeah. Dude, I had 45 on that. Nice.
There's QQQ's view up.
I'd watch for the bounce off 175, at least for the first, well, not first reaction. We've already tested this VWAP, but I would anticipate it bounces again. Even if we end up drilling.
Ooh. Should bounce here.
Give me the rest. All right, I'm in the rest right here. Oh, give me $7.
Can I get to here? There he goes. Okay. I scalped that. I couldn't call that out. It was I don't know if you saw my eyes jumping around my screen.
Yeah. No, I get you.
Fill correction at freaking 670. 677, 710.
Look where it's going to reject your own cues.
Back underneath these bids.
At the spot.
It pushes through this. It looks beautiful. Here's your fair value that it created.
Yeah.
It's up to here.
Alright, Hammer's still underneath 48, straight stop at 40.
There we go. The sellers came in where they needed to.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Up to 84. I saw.
Little hotter. Come on, little hotter. A little bit more right underneath these 573 bids, and it flushes out 572.85. Keep slamming the bid.
Maybe if it pops back up here to like 25, 29, 30.
Oh, Braden in the chat. What's up, baby? That's sick. Thank you, my bro. Appreciate it. My man.
I bought it down there and I've already blown it back out now. I pulled a Frank trade on that one.
Yeah.
I just locked my second account out with some profit.
There we go.
Stream, I'm going to show you guys one thing I'm looking at here. Let's just look at our fibs again. This I have high confidence in that we get hit, but look at this fib retracement. We broke over the first fib level. We didn't quite get here, but look where we just wicked off of. I was just zoomed in and showed it to you, but that's why I think we get this move this afternoon. And if I zoom back in, look at that.
I mean, Phil.
Yeah.
And honestly, Jordy,
Under 10, I'm going to cover some.
it still kind of has.
Yeah. There we go. Cover some 975.
Still kind of has these vibes to it.
Alright, hammer this shit.
Yeah. No, I see you.
42. 15.
There we
The
go.
sellers. I'm in hot now. Need to come in a little hotter than this underneath these bids at 573.
Oh,
I think it's going to push. I think it's going to hold right there.
Yeah, I already took out 50%. I got to stop at 975.
I may buy my long back and just risk that last low.
I just covered even a little bit more. I got 75% out.
That was also VWAP on QQQ. Spy needs to reclaim VWAP. I'd feel better. Video's sitting right on VWAP too. Stream, if we just get over this again, then if we don't get over this, then it's head for the hills.
Yeah, you really got to reclaim. I mean, 240 here.
And right here, this is your problem. You just had your EMAs cross. But if this rips up, this 9 EMA is going to curl above it.
Yeah, and they can, yeah, exactly. Take it back above.
But if it hits here, if you're looking for the short, it's right here. It's like maybe entry here, 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 and here. Like if you wanted to scale into one, and then this would be your stop.
I'm going to take a break even on these. I'm not at break even. I'll look for another entry.
But when I look at the big picture, holding this looks like it wants to go here.
Entry up.
I mean, it's not going to be a straight line. And it may not do it today either, right? But that's just kind of what I'd be watching for. Because like, it's one thing to look at.
Sellers.
He did just bounce off the 15-minute 21. Thank you.
See, this is still holding right on that. Yeah, it's right on it. And if you go and actually do this part, it could still do this. It's tough. I mean, there's no like perfect answer, right? But look at this.
Nope.
Whoa, I don't know. I need me another coffee.
Yes, sir. I still think NVIDIA could come in more from 3540 and 3550. See though.
7:45.
All they got to do is rip this into the close of this 5-minute candle and it's fine.
It's a tough call here because you could hit these EMAs and reject, but if it blows straight through them, then it held what it needed to hold.
Yep.
Oh. Yeah. NVIDIA is looking a little sketch, though.
That's what I'm saying. I think NVIDIA come in a little bit more on 3550 area. I mean, honestly, even lower if they get shit really going, but I don't know. It's Friday, end of the week. Not going to expect a whole lot.
Yeah, I got off at 7:29. So 28.5.
Like Sharky said, it could be just a little 5-minute bear flag into these EMAs, and then boom. Yeah, I had the Man United on last night. This is one of my Mexico ones.
What the bids are fucking increasing last year. Those on the buyers. What the buyers are.
I know a lot of people use that anchored VWAP. It's a very interesting. I don't use it, but when people that I trade with mention it, I take it into Confluence for sure.
I use it as targets more than anything.
That's the only, like, I always tell people, it's not even about the movie, it's about the end.
But obviously, if I have like, 5 things lining up and I notice, we're also at like bottom VWAP or top VWAP, I'm like, okay, it's like extra.
I'm gonna take the entry right here, 57.45 right here. 670.
Yeah, Sim taking the puts.
Sim's doing
I
it.
see it because if you look at,
I think this could rip still imp, but I think we gotta see like basically orb high again.
Look at SPY under orb high, under VWAP, under the
Ooh,
EMAs. That's a problem.
Good. Yeah, that's a problem. And NVIDIA losing VWAP. I think it needs to go to the bottom VWAP area, maybe even lower, honestly.
Damn, AMD's down another 1.5% almost.
AM Dizzle. Getting dizzled.
Look at Google, though. Google's Googling.
Oh, Google's fucking rocketing. Okay.
Higher lows all day on Meta.
Interesting.
Alright, hammer this thing underneath 0.7 now. Come on.
I don't know.
Right, down another 8% today. Holy shit.
Yeah, we talked about it. The one that was asking me what I thought.
Ugh.
In the letter, they're
Get testy.
30 days if they don't respond.
Yeah.
November 16th to send out a plan.
Oh my god. It's hard to short on the third day down.
And then 15 days after that, the Wells.
Oh, rugged.
Dude, those highly unusual puts. Oh, there you go,
Fuck
sellers.
yeah, let's go,
Let's do
baby.
this.
Alright, good. Half right here.
There's your look at your EMA. Boom.
Pull the rug. Yeah, this is
200 right here though.
I know you hate DFA.
Oh, no, you're
I'm gonna
good.
say QQQ looks okay to me. I mean, this part doesn't look good now, but it still looks okay to me. The problem is the rest of the market still looks kind of rough.
Yeah. No, I'm with you.
I just think point that you did was all 185 for the 80 average. There's a yes.
And the video is looking really rough.
That's his weaker
Meta looks decent.
range.
You know, the biggest thing we saw this earlier on the stream. This was previous week's range here on
Mhm.
ES and 5800 psych level.
Yeah. Big spot.
See if
Look how
this
clear that is.
hourly candle
And remember, so like those that were on the stream before Jordy popped on, you probably saw this. We're right here at 5800. You were like, you could probably take the short, but it starts shooting through, and then you get this violent thing. But then we always talk about, like, a lot of times you get a second chance, right?
57.55.
Yeah.
That big move up.
I know it's really hard sometimes. Like you think it's not going to come back and not going to test your spot, but more times than not, you get a second chance for things that you're looking at if you miss it. Just the hard thing for me with that is 9 times out of 10, I don't even want the second chance because it's lower probability. But it just depends.
I just had to do my midday flip of the headphones.
Gotta do that.
You ever notice that I have
charged?
so
Yeah.
I do spaces on here, and then this is these are Galaxy Bud Pros.
That's fucking crazy, dude.
That I have
don't
connected
know
to
how.
the laptop. Well, it keeps it separate for me because
True, yeah.
because if I like had it playing in a speaker here, it would come through my microphones on everything.
Yeah,
like
no,
on Discord
definitely.
and on Spaces.
I get you. That's good.
So like I hear on this here now, I hear you, I hear the squawker, or if I'm not hearing you, I'm hearing Discord through here
Mhm.
and the squawker and that stuff. And then this is Spaces.
Very cool. Homie.
But when I'm watching your stream, I hear you in both. It's funny.
M says I ain't got no Adderall, so I'm a fuck. Just
yeah.
have everything.
Bro, imagine if I had it. Imagine.
It's
I would be all over this motherfucker. All over.
Oh my gosh, no, it's so funny.
Bro, I miss it. And
I miss it
because it actually helped. No, it helped me so
Bro,
much.
I don't
You
even
no
have
idea.
ADHD and I miss it.
Yeah, right. Well, yeah. Well, imagine if like you actually needed it.
Yeah. Oh,
Like,
exactly.
like it actually like
yeah.
if it makes you a superhero, like just imagine somebody that actually like needs it to get to the normal level.
And it's like for traders, it really makes you a superhero. Fuck.
Bro, and
Do
imagine
not
that-
condone.
do not. Disclaimer.
But if you do, fire.
Well, imagine if you like the guys that have been watching the stream all morning, you can see like I trail off because I'm looking at so much things. I trail off in 4 different thoughts all day long, which is it works for me.
Well, Emp, I'm gonna pop out for now, but it's been fun, brother. We'll do more of these for sure in chat. Love everybody in the chat. It's been fun. I gotta take some pictures of the room, get this shit like set up
For sure.
more
For
streams.
sure. Yeah, I'm going to take it easy. I logged 2 of those accounts. I've got a couple more that I may play around with a little bit, but
Yeah.
I'm taking it very easy today. I just don't see a whole lot of opportunity. But
I get you.
yeah, we're going to have to do this more often.
For sure, brother. For sure. I got us all set up on Restream too, so we'll run like a test stream maybe next week.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, next week let's find a time.
Yeah, or even I don't know if you're free Sunday night, but on the Sunday night stream, if you want to hop on that, we can do that. I don't care either way. Just let me know.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see what's going on. Actually, I also have a call coming up in about 30 minutes. It's on Zoom though, so I'll be fine with spaces. But I do have a call that I'm going to jump on, so I think I'm going to shut down the stream either way.
Yes, sir.
Made a little bit of money. It was fun though.
It's been fun. I like this. I like the dual stream. It's gonna be fun. I can't wait.
We'll still be on spaces all afternoon, guys. We'll do some more streams. The dual stream's so much more fun.
I know.
Like I have somebody to talk to, and like, this is sick.
Better. It's better.
Sick. All right, everybody. Jordy, thanks for joining.
Yes, sir. Love you, brother. Love the chat. See you guys later.
Have a great rest of y'all's day.
Yes, sir.
Later.